What's up, world? You're tuned into 423 FM. You already know we've got you covered with your daily dose of celebrity drama. Now let's get into it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 423. If you're a fan of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, you probably already know at least a little bit about the drama going on between Colton Underwood and Cassie Randolph. If you haven't heard, I'll catch you up to speed before I give you all the latest update. After a meeting on Colton's season of The Bachelor back in 2019, they stayed together for about a year until they announced their split at the tail end of May 2020. While things were pretty quiet from both parties for a while, things started to heat up this week when news broke that Cassie filed for a restraining order against her ex-boyfriend. On September 11th, TMZ reported that they obtained court documents in which Cassie claims Colton's been stalking and harassing her with unsettling text messages since their breakup. She claims he even went as far as planting a tracking device taped to the bottom of the back bumper of her car to keep track of her whereabouts. She went on to claim that Colton's been showing up uninvited to her LA apartment and parents' house in Huntington Beach. She also says he takes obsessive walks to her apartment complex and loitered in the alley outside her bedroom window at her parents' Huntington Beach house at 2 a.m. Even creepier, she alleges Colton also sent anonymous text messages to her and to himself, pretending to also be a victim of the anonymous stalker. Cassie claims Colton later admitted to sending the messages and planting the tracking device. While Colton never responded to these allegations once they were published, a source close to him told Us Weekly that he was completely blindsided by Cassie's allegations. This information in itself was absolutely insane for obvious reasons, but these were all simply allegations and one side of the story. Fast forward to September 14th, and now Cassie has been granted a restraining order, which means she's got some pretty convincing evidence on her side. According to new court documents, a judge signed off on Cassie's request for a temporary restraining order against Colton, requiring him to keep at least 100 yards from her, her home, her work, and avoid any contact or threatening behavior. In October, he will have a chance to appear at a hearing where he can argue his side of things, but in the meantime, he has to steer clear of Cassie. On top of that, Hollywood Life obtained the official restraining order documents, which actually show some of the threatening text messages that Colton allegedly sent Cassie. The text on the document reads, "You like playing games, huh? Let's play some games then. Let's just say we used to be family, friends, be young, have your time. You'll have nothing but regrets later on with how you treat people." He went on to say, "Totally seems like you're growing up, LOL, still living at home." And on top of that, there was an instance where Cassie was at her friend B's house, and while she was there, she received a text from Colton saying, "Say hi to B for me," with the kissy face emoji. After further texts from Colton with him implying that he knew her location, Cassie and her family searched her vehicle, and that's when they found the tracking device planted on her back bumper. 2 days later, Cassie told Colton that she was enlisting professional help to track down her stalker, which is when he admitted to planting the device on her car. Obviously, these documents and the fact that Cassie was able to get a temporary restraining order is extremely incriminating. Fans, for whatever reason, seem to really hate Cassie and think this whole thing is a publicity stunt on her part, but clearly this is very real and all evidence is pointing to Colton being extremely manipulative and unwilling to let go of this relationship. While this level of obsession is surprising no matter what, I can't say this is completely shocking coming from Colton. I mean, the whole premise of his season was him chasing down Cassie and convincing her to be with him when she clearly didn't want to, so unfortunately this situation is pretty believable coming from him. And still, we don't know both sides of the story, but like I said, Cassie being granted the temporary restraining order just doesn't happen without the facts and the evidence being on her side. Amidst all of this craziness happening between Cassie and Colton, Rachel Lindsay is also being dragged into the mess for some comments she made about the situation. At her new job on Extra, Rachel said she was worried about Colton because he's so consumed with how the public perceives him, so this situation could be really detrimental for him.
Rachel Lindsay, legendary Bachelorette. You know both these people. Is this surprising to you?
It is surprising. I mean, It's shocking anytime you hear that someone's getting a restraining order, filed against them. Now, I feel like people aren't being sensitive to the nature of these allegations. This is a really big deal. I don't think we've ever had anything like this in Bachelor Nation before.
Is he emotionally and psychologically ready for some kind, when your image just takes a hit like that and everybody piles on? I worry about the guy a little bit.
I actually worry about him too, and I think that'll shock people because we don't have the best track record, but this is a really big deal. And I think Colton is somebody whose identity is really wrapped up in public perception, and right now, people are being really against him without knowing all the facts.
While she recorded this before the restraining order was granted, she posted it afterward, so immediately she got bombarded with angry messages and comments condemning her for being worried for Colton's well-being when Cassie is clearly the victim here. About an hour after she posted those stories, she posted another, responding to the hate she was getting. She wrote, "First of all, I always stand with women, so you can all miss me with all of that. My take on Extra was prior to the granting of the restraining order. As a lawyer, I stated that all the facts needed to be heard prior to being judged by the court of public opinion. After my interview, the restraining order was granted, so it's pretty clear where I stand on this issue." And there you have it. Right now, that's all the information we have, and this is obviously a very scary situation for Cassie. It sucks that she has to deal with her ex in this capacity following an already painful public breakup, especially because people aren't being that kind to her in her comment section on social media. So to fear for your life and have people paint you as some fame whore along the way cannot be fun. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. Is there anything Colton can say about this situation that would make his actions better? And are you surprised to see this going down between these two? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 423 for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.